Parcels.
Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, we're playing this shit again. Yeah, I was not entirely sure if I was gonna stream today or not. I don't usually stream. I don't often stream on Sundays. It's not uncommon, but get the stream louder than it was supposed to be. Oh,
It's me, the voice in your head that tells you to sort parcels.
the ghost of like menial but essential jobs or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So yeah, more of this shit. Yeah. Like I said, next week I wanna like go back to a few of the series that have been on hold for a little bit, like Dark Souls and Aladdin. So that's why I wanna see how far we can get with the parcel stuff. Like I said, I'm probably just gonna play it until until I run out of steam with it, which is usually around the time when I'm like there's not much left to accomplish. But we still have a lot left to accomplish right now. Like we have to set up basically we have to set up a sorting system that will make sure that parcels are sent to the correct exit gates. You have to soup over my table and everything you should sell parcels. I am the god of parcels. I am Hermes. Hermes is the god of parcels, right? Hi Rob, good afternoon. I'm so used to saying good evening that I almost said good evening to you, but it's not evening yet. Yeah, this is also probably not gonna be like a super long stream because I have D&D tonight. But let's make at least a little progress. What were we doing? Like we're still sorting the mess. Yeah, okay, so I have some plans on what to do. First of all, I'm going to grab you. I think, yeah, I'm going to grab you. I'm going to put you over here. And I'm going to put all of this shit over here on you. We still have so much backlog, man. For today. All of these packages I had to rip off the belt just to enable. Yeah, we need, like, so the thing is that I want to build like a good buffering system is kind of the thing right now for me. That's the first priority, having a good buffering system. Also, let me check if I can buy paint yet. I think that I can buy like buckets of paint to be able to paint things. Conveyor paint. Oh, okay. Only up to 10 conveyors? Damn, that's kind of lame. I wanted to like paint my input lines for both of the inputs so that I could easily keep them separate, but yeah, I guess that's not gonna happen. Also, the stream is working, right? It's frozen on my side again for some reason. Am I live? Yeah, there we are. It is working. Okay. Sorry, I've had non-stop technical issues with Firefox lately. I don't know what it is. Firefox and Twitch have always been like at odds with each other, but lately it seems to have been getting worse. Also, by the way, this music is carbon-based life forms, which is really nice music, but not quite what I'm looking for this. So I am going to switch up the soundtrack a little bit. Let's see, let's put on some electro swing. Preferably not something that's AI generated. Phantom swing, electro swing, vocal mix. Yeah, this is actual music. Okay, great. You have to be so careful with that shit nowadays on YouTube, all of the AI generated music. The funny thing is that, like, it might deceive you. Hang on, let me adjust my microphone. The AI generated music, it might deceive you at first, but you're gonna like notice it sooner or later because it starts getting like AI generated music is always a little bit too generic, you know. It's too generic, too common, too safe. It sounds a little bit too much like everything. Like I remember listening to this, what was it called, like Tokyo Pop or something, so like this weird playlist. And oh hi Nemo! Hi, thank you for the resubscription, I appreciate it, thank you very much. How are you doing? I'm surprised you're not in bed, by the way. You went late today with your stream. Yeah, so we're dealing with this shit again. You've already seen this game, right, Nemo? This is like well, this is like a parcel. I forgot if you've absolutely been in one of these streams before. You're on your way to bed. That's for damn sure. Yeah, you should. You should go to bed. It's like what time is it for you? Like it's like 8 in the morning or something for you, isn't it? All right, let's go sort some parcels again. I think that I should also probably buy some extra. I should buy extra everything basically. I need more pallets. I need more everything. Let's see. 8 a.m. baby, yeah. Wait, I cannot. Oh, that's mean. I was hoping that you could put these into shelves, but you can't. Only parcels can go into here. Well, I mean, it kind of works. It's better than nothing. And these might be, yeah, these can be spent. Okay. If anyone drop in and say, I appreciate it. Thank you. You should get some sleep though. And this game, the funny thing about this game is this started off as like a Papers, Please kind of game where I had to inspect parcels for like a bunch of things and like separate the ones out that didn't meet the criteria. But I have now reached a point where I have completely automated that part away. Like these machines do all the checking for me. And like even the rejected parcels get automatically shipped away. So I don't have to do anything anymore there. So now now all I have to do is like automate the shipping out of parcels. And the buffering of parcels. Like that's a big issue right now. It's really funny. Like imagine if you could just automate everything away in Papers, Please. Speaking of Papers, Please, that same developer, he made like a game. What was it called again? The Return of the Obra Dinn, which is like a game where the Obra Dinn is like a ship that was lost at sea and it drove back into port with nobody on board, and you're basically sent in as like the guy from the insurance company who has to like determine what happened to the ship so that you can determine who has to be paid recompense by the insurance company. And you have to do that. You have like a special watch that will allow you to turn back. You've probably seen Obra Dinn before. It's been pretty popular in the like the streamer circuit. But like you have a watch that can like show you a moment of the past basically. So you can kind of like try to like put back together who everyone was, how they died, like what their reasons for death were and such, and like figure out what happened to the ship. And over the course of the game, you figure out that ship went through like hell and back, and like it got like crazy shit happened on there. It's a really cool game, and when I last played it, I was super bad at it, so I have never actually finished it or like gotten super far in it. Yeah, this looks nice. I can work with this. Let's get some more. This is a lot of work right now, but it's gonna save us so much time later. It's gonna get harder though, because it's gonna get harder to stack these parcels up properly. I should probably start over here. Okay, this music is a little bit quiet on my side now. There we go. Streamers fall. It's me. It's me when I play a platformer. Streamers fall. Chat, do you want to know the truth about why Dark Souls hasn't returned yet? Because it's kind of a lame reason, to be honest, and I feel kind of bad about it. But there's actually a very simple reason why Dark Souls has not returned in a little bit. The reason is because I have a death counter, and I forgot to keep track of the death counter during the last stream. So I need to go back to the VOD of the first stream. And, I have to go back to the VOD of the second stream and count all of my deaths. And I haven't done that yet. That's why it hasn't returned yet, chat. That's my confession to you. I apologize. So that also means if I'm gonna stream Dark Souls again next week, I'm gonna have to do exactly that, finally. I'm gonna have to make the commitment. So let's play more Parcel Sim instead. This sounds like the person voicing this. This sounds like a Vtuber for some reason. I don't know how to describe it, but you know how like Vtubers, like even the ones that don't have like a very high pitched voice, they try to often to put a little like the big well known ones like Limes and such. They try to put a certain like warmness in their voice, I guess I could say, like a certain tremble or tenor in their voice. It's really hard for me to describe without knowing the exact words. And I can hear that very much in this voice, in the voice that's currently singing this song. It's like the VTuber or treble or whatever you want to call it. I appreciate that these things have like a label on the side so I can get away with this. I also appreciate that even though you cannot put them directly onto this shelf, they do collide with it, so you can sort them like this in a shelf. It's really nice. Books. Hi, Skunky. Oh my, you know what, Skunky? What's going to happen is like just like I see you and I immediately think of Minecraft. You're now from now on, henceforth, you're gonna see me and think of parcels. That's our fate. Our fate is survival craft simulator streamers. God, I really need to improve the buffering situation here. See, the problem is I'm not entirely sure what I should focus on first. I should probably prioritize the shipping out of parcels. I tend to think Satisfactory is that's how we met. That is true, yeah. Now that you mention it, yeah. Oh, you're another thing, yeah. I met a lot of people to Satisfactory. That's also like how I met Meepo. It's like, it's kind of funny when you think about it. There's like, I have like two primary sources of how I met people. The first group is like people I met through Emmy because she invited me. Well, not so much she invited me, but I was allowed to participate in her Klonoa volleyball tournament. That's how I met a lot of people. And the second primary source is people who entered my channel whilst I was streaming Satisfactory. Crazy how that goes. Did she just say I watch her Twitch? Is all of this like streamer music or something? Who made this music? Attic Pulse, Phantom Swing. Provided by YouTube by DistroKid. Oh, so I guess that this whole thing is then... I'm trying to like decipher what this is. Sounds or visuals were significantly edited or digitally generated. Wait, is this AI music? That's why the voice sounds like such a generic VTuber voice. I think that this whole thing might have been synthetically generated. Oh my god. I thought that this was like real music, but now that I look at it, yeah, it's all like Attic Pulse or whatever this is. That explains a lot. Man, I have to admit, music AIs have gotten a little bit better, but still there was that part of my brain that was like, that part of the brain that was like, his voice is a little bit too generic. What's going on here? You know what? Fuck it. We'll fucking go back to the swing playlist I played the last time when we streamed this. At least this way, there's like no doubt about it that this is like. Have I been adding fucking airmail to the Maritime Post again? Rico, you're fucking commenting an AI song about themselves and played it during Friday's all-hand meeting. Oh my god, that is the cringiest shit I've ever heard. Man. You know, my own company... Like, when I see how hard it is for us to get any kind of security done, And then I see how quickly everyone like just runs away with AI without any consideration for the risks. Like documents ending up in the fucking learning algorithms of all of these AIs and shit. Like sensitive documents that we are not allowed to do that shit with. It pisses me off so much. Like people are like so ready to have all of that slop served to them, and that's why the companies keep doing it, you know? Like there's like so many people ready to just run away with it, and then man, it's annoying. Like so many people who are more than ready to go with that shit, and then they are also just, and then those AI companies are like, you know what, we can just force it on the rest of them. Like with like dark patterns, like all of the shit where it's like hidden away or you cannot opt out of it at all. And now the USA has adopted that stupid new law where they're like their own states are not allowed to ban AI for 10 years. Which how the hell did the States' Rights Party, like the party that was all for freedoms of states, how did they pass a law that limits the freedoms of states so much? Why did that happen? I know the answer. You don't need to answer it. I know the answer. Funny, that's how. Yeah, I was thinking more along the lines of because they're only interested in the freedoms of states when it's beneficial to them. Otherwise, you have to shut up and listen to them. Because they're fascists. There, I said it. Time to get political here. They're fascists. You're rejected. A part of the bill was actually removed. Did they? Oh, well, that's like a tiny little spot of light. A tiny little spot of light. Shame about all of the other shit in the bill, though, like taking away so many things from transgender people. Have you like? I saw like an article that they've like now that they are done with the transgender people, they've like set their sights on starting to strip away the visibility and light of bisexual people. Like that Stonewall monument that they stripped the transgender people from earlier. They've now stripped away bisexual people as well. Yeah, I guess that like bullying transgender people was more important to them than the fucking AI bill. Don't worry, the AI stuff will happen later. They'll make sure of that. Okay, you know what? No, I don't actually want to listen to this again because I swear I've heard this song like a 1,000 times. Do y'all have like a good playlist, a good like swing playlist or something? Or I can just like play. I can play like, I guess, psychedelic rock or something. Yeah, sure, why not? Here, have some psychedelic rock. It's like a big playlist on Spotify of psychedelic rock. That's actually how I discovered the psychedelic porn crumpets, which psychedelic porn crumpets have very quickly become one of my favorite bands. You played this song in marching band? Do you mean the In the Mood? It's a pretty good song. I think it's probably most well known from the Fallout soundtrack at this point. You're also denied. I don't have swing specifically, but I know a few old school jazz records you can recommend. But I'm willing to try them, Nemo. But if it's gonna be like that, what was it, Of the Sun or something? What was that one thing again? That freeform jazz that you recommended? Like that might be a little bit too experimental. Not Sun Ra. Yeah, Sun Ra. That's the one. Yeah. Let's see. More bus stuff, huh? I'm gonna probably phase out this exit and just like focus on using the individual exits. Like the fact that you have like you technically have like 1.5 exit points for every type of parcel, which sounds a little bit weird, but it makes sense when you consider that you have So you have road mail, train mail, boat mail, and air mail. All four have an exit where it's only that type of parcel accepted, but also all of them have like a combined exit. So you have one exit that has both road and train mail, and you have one exit that has both boat and air mail. So I wanna, like, for now I wanna focus on the individual ones. And I might, if we get into capacity issues in the future, maybe I'll like add overflow lines that can like output mail to the shared ones. Although, like, I cannot imagine how far it would have to go for us to actually need that. Warehouse tier 12. What do I actually get from tier 12? I get the launcher conveyor. I think this might be the final warehouse upgrade. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, this is a third parcel input. Oh no. What have I done? What have I done? It's a third parcel input. Oh, this is gonna mean that we're gonna get like 50% more parcels, and you already saw the issue we had. Yeah, exactly, the siren rings. Oh. Well, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to focus on that instead then. We're gonna have to, like, fuck, if I had known that was there, I would have waited with buying that upgrade. I mean, we can ignore it, is the thing. Like, we can just ignore it. We don't have to go for it. We don't get punished if we don't, like, get all of those parcels. But it's gonna bother me personally very greatly, because it's gonna be inefficient. I was already wondering, chat. I was wondering if there were gonna be more parcel inputs, like, hidden in behind one of these upgrades. I should have known. I should have known better. I should have known. I should have realized that they were going to try to fuck me at the last second like that. Oh, that's the wrong one. You go on there. Train. But yeah, Nemo, if you have some recommendations... actually, you know what? I'm gonna open song requests. You can put them in the song requests if you want. There we go. Song requests are open. You would have gnomed better. Oh, shut up. You think this is a joke? You think this is a joke? David, Brewback, take 5. Why didn't it autoplay? Oh yeah, I can hear it. Jazz. This one! Yeah, I know this one. Yeah, that's smooth. That's smooth. That's a banger, yeah. It sounds like it could be straight from a SimCity soundtrack. So what I think that we're probably gonna do for today in Parcel Simulator, for this in-game day, I mean, is we're gonna wrap up our work for today, see how much money we make, and then we're gonna invest that money into parts. Especially since we now have a third entry. It can also be beneficial having a third entry, like it means that we're gonna be able to make even more money, basically. But we're seriously gonna have to start thinking about like how we're gonna deal with all of this. I'm strongly considering just ignoring it, but what I might do is I might build its own buffer system so that we can buffer some parcels from there. Because I actually have a bunch of components that I can use for buffering. Or I can just like launch those parcels with a launcher conveyor. I'm kind of curious to see how that one works. So we have these here, smart splitters. These are useful for buffering because these will split conveyors into multiple lines based on which line is available. They're literally the splitters from Satisfactory, basically. Kinda. Well, in a way, not quite literally, but they're kinda like the splitters in Satisfactory. And what I like about it is that it prioritizes empty routes, so they will always try to make sure that if a route is like full, it will send them to like empty ones. Very nice. But yeah, let's continue sorting for now. Let's see, you are, and you are. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy one less of you. And I'm gonna buy some extra. Ooh, we can buy large pallets now. They're $2,000? Jesus. Jesus. Okay, we need some more money first. Let's see if we can get a few more invalid submissions. That would help greatly with this money. You know what? Let's just stick with the plan. We're just gonna like keep sorting like this for now. I think that tomorrow we'll be able to ship out our air mail, and that's gonna make us a significant, or maybe the sea mail. Let me check. Tomorrow is maritime mail, so we'll finally be able to ship off all of these parcels, all of everything in frame right now. This will make a significant chunk of money, hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, you go over there. Good music. Pum pum padam padam pum pum. And I need to like actually I need to check with Sarah how Meatball Craft is going. Like Meatball Craft is like this crazy Minecraft mod pack that has like it's insane. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like kind of exploration focused, and it takes you to like different dimensions. But there are so many different dimensions and worlds in that game. It's fucking insane. It's bonkers. And I really want to play it, but like the amount of time it takes to get anything done. Like it has like 9 chapters now. It's not finished yet. It has 9 chapters. Vanilla is chapter 1. Like everything in vanilla. Like I think you get to the end at the start of chapter 2. That's what we're dealing with there. It's bonkers. And I want to play it, but man, it would take so much time to make any kind of progress in that. Sarah's doing it together with Ashki. Ashki has been on this channel before. I played some Dead by Daylight with her last year. And even the two of them, despite pumping like hundreds of hours in it with the two of them, I think they're like, I would have to check with Sarah how far they are, but I think they're like halfway through chapter 2 or in chapter 3 or something. And they're already doing like the crazy modded Minecraft shit, where you're like making like bazillions of materials and liquids for your crafts. So it's crazy, chat. It's crazy. Oh, that's it. That's all we get out of Dave Brubeck. Oh, back to the psychedelic space rock. You know, with regards to like my taste slowly turning into those of a dad, I've noticed it also with like my jazz, and especially with like how much I'm starting to like psychedelic space rock more and more the older I get. I really am morphing into a dad. It sounds a little bit like Rush. That voice sounds a little bit like, what's his name? This is If You Want to Smoke, Be the Fire by Maida Valle. Maida Valle. Or is that Maida Valle? Is that like, maybe it's Spanish? It's Swedish? I think that this is an all-female band, yeah. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's Maidaville is probably how it's supposed to be pronounced then. That's cool. You want to smoke me the fire? Wait, you are train post. Yeah, you are. But you're more train post. You are boat post. And you are more train post. Oh, okay, we're done. Let's sort these out real quick then. Boat post. Air post. We're gonna have a bunch of work tomorrow to get off this shit, like, ready to go. I'm kind of curious how that parcel launcher works. Like, it might be a really effective way. The track code requests not the YouTube well, but I won't use it because the channel does unethical, scummy stuff with it. So if I point out the Spotify album, the track does that work? I mean, if you don't want to play wanna like list, if you don't want to play it because of ethical reasons, then like why would you? Why would you want to play it at all? Or is it just the channel that specifically? I don't know. It sounds like a lot of work for like a single song. It's Sunday. We're here to have a good old chill time, you know. The channel paywalls music that's not made by them. Oh, is that the channel that we were talking about yesterday, where they like charge you to download the song? Is it like from the Doom stuff? Yo, that's, by the way, this is a boat post that I'm accidentally adding. Yeah, that's the one you were talking about yesterday. Yeah, it is scummy practices. Yeah, bunch of assholes. I'm kind of surprised that they haven't got into trouble yet over that, because that's actually illegal what they're doing, paywalling it in that kind of way. That's like actually literally illegal, and people have gotten in trouble for doing that kind of stuff. I guess that Microsoft has other things to worry about. You could report their Patreon. If you definitely could, yeah. Like Patreon, the Patreon's terms and services don't allow that kind of stuff. You cannot just charge money for like other people's stuff. Like if I made like a Patreon that said, "Hi, I'm Vinny Vinesauce" or something, then I'm impersonating him. Or like, or no, not just that, but if I'm like making a Patreon and I'm like, you know, if you pay my Patreon, I'll get you exclusive access to Vinny Vinesauce stuff without his permission. Then that's more closer to what they're doing here. That would not be allowed. I would need his permission to do that. Also, it's like, when it comes to Patreon, this is like, you have to buy Patreon access to get access to like the download links, right? Because that, I think, is like the problematic part. You can, like, Patreon is about like supporting an artist who's like making stuff. So if you, for example, are like an editor for a YouTuber and you have like you have a Patreon, but you make your videos available for everyone by the rules that the YouTuber has, that part I think would not be problematic. I think that the problem is the part where they're like actually charging, like where they're actually giving you benefits with like the downloading the music that they have not made. That's the problematic part specifically. I think. I would have to check like the rules about this. This stuff is always a bit complicated. Because companies have deliberately made those laws complicated to work in their own favor. And now nobody is... Now you need like an army of lawyers to understand what's going on with them. Your train post. Trainerposten. Your air post. Well, I think that we have everything for today in terms of like parcels. Let me just double check to make sure that there's no more parcels left anywhere. Yeah, this is just more air post. Yeah, this is more air post. Fucking air post. This keeps happening. Okay, so now we have a better idea of how much money we have to play with. So, I'm probably just gonna leave these two. Do you remember a band called Pain? Nope, never heard of them. What I could do is I could skip to tomorrow morning, and like because we'll get more, and then ship out the maritime parcels, maritime mail, and then we would have even more money to play with. That might be a better way to do this. Because we're gonna have to make some big investments to get this place working efficiently. Any more shit stains on the floor? No. Lies down on the floor. All right, let's do that. Let's go skip to tomorrow. Actually made a profit. The reason why I don't usually make profits is simply because I'd spent all of the money again. I reinvested it in the warehouse. Alright, this is what Flag just queued up, something called Pain. Pain is what I am in if I have to like handle 3 parcel inputs. This is gonna be loud, isn't this? It sounds like the opening of like a Rammstein song. Yeah, this sounds super Rammstein, yeah. Also, hang on, let me actually check our contracts. 4 valid parcels, 2 parcels to Congradi, 3 invalid parcels. So, let's see, Congradi. There should be another Congradi here. Yep, there it is. But this sounds pretty good. And then 4 valid parcels, any 4 will do. And then you need 3 invalid parcels, which we don't have right now, but we'll get them once we open the door. Congradi. Ship it. 4 valid parcels. Did you know Finland has its own version of Rammstein? Yeah, it's called Every Finnish Band Ever. Alright, we got some extra spending money to work with. So as I mentioned, there's 2 things we can do. We can either set up automated parcel shipping, or we can work on buffering the input parcels. And while buffering the input parcels sounds very tempting, but I think that we're probably better off by having like some kind of sorting line, because I'm getting sick of having to do all of that stuff manually. I would really like having like a manual output of parcels. There's only one problem with doing that. And that is if we set up automatic shipping of parcels, then we have to keep in mind that not all shipping types are available on every day. There's always at least one type that's not available. So even then we have to set up buffering. So in other words, I think that we're probably better off doing buffering first. So let me get a bunch of big shelves. Probably something like this. And let's get a bunch of those smart splitters as well. I should probably get some... well, I already have loaders. So what I could, for example, do is I could grab my some of my loaders. Huh? What the fuck is this? This just kept going. What was I saying again? Oh yeah, we have we can put a bunch of shelves over here, I guess, to have like a buffering system here. We're gonna need some loaders and some parcel loaders to do that. I think that these are like loaders. Yeah, these are loaders. Oh, we're also gonna need some of the other types of conveyor belts. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, let's take a look. So say that you would have like a splitter here, and that splitter would go to like a bunch of storage units over here or something. The problem is I'm gonna need like I'm gonna grab, I think I have like a leftover storage unit here somewhere. I'm gonna grab this one real quick. It's not as tall as the storage units that we're gonna work with, but it should be as long as them, so it should give us a good indication. So let's say we have like this. You would have like a loader here. And I guess you'd have like an unloader here. Well, you would want some room to unload parcels from it, but I guess you would put it over here then. And then you would have like a line here of like unloading parcels. So the buffer would be entirely located here. So I guess that you would like start by doing this here and put you over here. And then loader over here and smart splitter over here. Then you'd have another loader over there that ships that puts the parcels in another box here, but we cannot actually get here yet. And I bet there's another entry point behind this one. If I open this, I bet I'm gonna have to deal with yet another entry point, which I don't really want to do right now. Now we would buffer parcels like this. We would just have them like spit. They would come in here. They would be buffered in a bunch of shelves. Then we would draw from them over here. We want something similar for the parcels over there. I might have to move the entire sorting system at this rate. Okay, for now, let's just finish setting this up real quick, because I want to see how this is going to turn out. Let's see. These are straights. These are our mergers. Wait. No. Did I mix up the mergers and the straight conveyor belts? We would just have like a bunch of mergers over here. Yeah, a bunch of mergers. I'm gonna need another corner piece. Bro, what the fuck am I doing? Oh god. Yeah, so 2 shelves, 2 loaders, 2 unloaders that are gonna like ship all of these parcels over to the rest of the system. Something like that. Another merger. Yeah, we have room for more mergers here. Well, we're probably gonna need a merger to merge this into the rest of the line. Like, eventually it has to end up over here. So I guess we can just, like, go ahead and remove one of these. Another merger? Huh. And fascinating. Truly fascinating. Alright, let's grab the rest of our things over here. Oh shit. Fuck, I hate how Nightbot is constantly resetting its volume. That's so annoying. I am seriously, I'm gonna switch back to Moobot. I'm sick of this. I was sick of like the peculiarities of Moobot with like constantly refusing to let people queue up music. But it's better than Nightbot constantly resetting the damn volume of the music. Wait, you can just build... Wait. We can just build through that? Oh. Yeah, we can do that, yeah. That's funny. Hello, second anniversary has a banger soundtrack. I believe you. Never heard it, though. Okay, you're gonna need this one. You're listening to it? Yeah. I figured as much as you brought it up. Let's see, we'll put you over here. Yeah, I'm gonna need more conveyor pieces to make all of this fit together. But I do feel like this is a good way to do a buffering situation. It beats whatever I've been doing over here, that's for sure. I don't really need this corner piece, I've just realized. I am going to need to buy more straight pieces now, though. So we want 2 shelves. 2 shelves, 2 smart splitters. Well, we can probably do it just 1 for now. Let me add some extra straight pieces to that. Oh, we need 2 unloaders as well, if I can find those. And a bunch of straight pieces. Something like this, I think. Storage rack large. Can we get another storage rack large? Nope. Well, if we get like 1, we only need like... And we could get like this maybe. We do eventually want to phase out the medium storage racks. Yeah, I'll go with this for now. When will morale improve and can I stop that so you have to play more? Hi Q, good afternoon. Hang on, let me give you a quick shout out. Y'all, Q is the reason why you are now, why you've been seeing this shit like for half this week now. Also, Pyra told me that she's to blame. She's the one who got you into this. But yeah, as you can see, Q, I've fully automated away all of the manual checking stuff, but now I'm like dealing with like a fucking nightmare deluge of packages every morning, and I'm trying to improve the system so that I can actually buffer all of them. This game is a logistical nightmare. I'm gonna be dreaming of about this shit in the future. Let's see, we'll put you over here. But yeah, I'm just kind of trying to like reach the point where I am, where I've like, okay, where I'm like, you know what, I've had enough. I get what this game is about. Oh no, not now an ad break, please. Oh, damn it. No, the timing as always. How's your weekend going, Q? Hope you're having a good Saturday. Let's see, I'll put you over here then, I guess. I hope that these smart splitters are smart enough to realize that they shouldn't send packages off on the site that has no connection to anything. I've never used them before, so that's going to be a surprise for all of us. And also let me get another corner piece. You don't mind some ambient music? Sure, go for it. Like I said, my main rule with music is that if I don't like it, I'm just gonna skip it. Alexi Omolchuk, Theme of Jupiter. It sounds like it's gonna be something very atmospheric. If you like call your music's Theme of Jupiter, you were probably stoned when you made it. That's what I would call my music if I was stoned when I made it. I would like go like, yeah man, this is like the Theme of Jupiter. I guess I'll do this one first. Yeah, look at that. That's a storage rack. I'll put you over here then. I apologize for the app break. Yeah, and you as well. I think that with this, I might be good for now over here. Like, this should at least be able to handle a lot of the packages coming in from this side. I might have to do some upgrades, though, coming to think of it. I might have to... Oh, I have no money left. Oh, dear. I have no money. No money. Oh, dear. I'm gonna have to like spend a little bit of money. Well, oh wait a second. I can like, I haven't shipped out the other parcels yet. I'm stupid. I still have a bunch of parcels left to ship out. Right here, maritime parcels. That should make us some money for some extra upgrades. But I should have done this right away. I'm stupid. At long last, the boat is leaving. Maybe I should maybe I should go back to Parcels, please, and finish it. I never finished it. It got a little bit too depressing for me. I was back when I played it, I was already not in a good mind space, and that game made me so depressed that I had like I stopped playing it. It was a bit too much for me at the time. You know, some games you need like a certain mood to be able to play them. Like Analog Hate Story is another one of those. It's just like this. The game is kind of like it's a little bit depressing in a lot of certain ways. If you've Chat, have you played Analog Hate Story? It's like a visual novel on Steam from the same people who made like Digital Love Story. It's really good. It's a really good visual novel. Very cool setup. Like the setup of Analog a Love Story, a Hate Story is that you are you're like a salvager in a spaceship in the 5th millennium, and so you're like in the year 4600 or something, and you get sent to investigate the uncovered remains of a generation ship that left the Earth in the like in the 24th millennium or something. So a ship that has been missing for more than 1,000 years, a generation ship. So that means that it could not go faster than light. The people on board of the ships were supposed to live there in generation after generation until they reached their destination. And that ship, left Earth more than 1,000 years ago, and nobody knew what happened to it. And they finally found like the remains of the ship floating through space. So you get sent there to investigate, and you log into the ship's systems, and you get greeted by a very traumatized AI who's like very surprised that someone contacted her because she thought she was all alone. And then you have to kind of together with that AI, you have to kind of start figuring out what happened, because she's very traumatized. So you have to kind of work with her and stuff. It's a super cool, super interesting setup for a visual novel. Because like just the concept of a generation ship is like so, it's so sci-fi and so foreign and alien to us. And then having to like delve through the logs of the ship to figure out, okay, so what the hell happened here? Why was the ship lost for so long, and why is it now just sitting here floating without it doing anything? And what happened in those like 1,600 years since it left the Earth? Very cool game. If you like visual novels, if you like investigative stuff and that kind of stuff, I can strongly recommend it. It's one of those visual novels where you have to do a bit more than just click through dialogue. Like I really appreciate that format. Nothing against kinetic novels like Nekopara was kind of one of those, but like visual novels like Ace Attorney or Danganronpa or this, where you get to do a bit more than just like basically read a story. Those have like personally my preference, because you just get to do a little bit more. It's on Stalker normally too. It was full moon, so otherwise the campfire. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's the cool thing about games like Stalker. Their potential for emergent storytelling. Man, I need to go back to Project Silverfish. The game was so cool. Alright, chat, I think that with all of these extra changes and modifications, we're probably gonna have a slightly better time. Like, if we're gonna have a better buffer, at the very least. And I'm gonna install a few upgrades over here. Yeah, okay, so this should already help. Just having these speed up a little bit. I probably also want to upgrade the sorting system a little bit, coming to think of it. Oh yeah, I forgot how fucking expensive that is. Let me see, can I afford some half-decent pallets at least? No, I forgot you're fucking expensive. You're so expensive. Why are you so expensive? I'll just buy another medium pallet. I'll just store all of the parts for everything on here, I guess. Or like an orange pallet maybe, or like a pink pallet. I'll also go for like a white or... Yeah, you know what, I'll go with a yellow pallet. And maybe, since we're ordering anyway, I'll add on one of you as well. Yeah, let's do it like this. Current shop delivery truck needs... Wait, what? Wait, what? Did I not finish emptying out the delivery truck yet? Did I forget something? What did I forget? Oh. God, it's just one thing. Come on. Sheesh. Alright, let's get rid of you. We're gonna install you over here. Well... yeah, we're gonna install you over here. And then we're gonna install you over here. Although in like the amount of pre-approved packages that we get nowadays, I don't really know which one of these would be better, to be honest. We'll see. We'll see how quick these fill up. And we're gonna put you back in the shelf so that you're out of my hair. Well, I'm gonna keep you here because sooner or later I'm gonna have to connect this line to the to like the full network. So we're gonna keep you here, and now we have 4 pallets. We're gonna like let's see. We're gonna do like, let's say air, boats, roads, and train. Oh my god, this music is kind of awful. Let's try more. I like Maidavell. That, see, the problem with psychedelic rock is that it's kind of a wide genre. So sometimes you get stuff like what you just heard, but I prefer psychedelic rock that's more like this. Let me turn it up a little bit. There you go. Perfect. 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 All right. Yeah. So, air, boats, roads, train. Let's do it. Right off the bat, we're gonna need to keep some parcels separate for like our contract. We need incorrect inspection sticker. What? Oh. Oh. Yeah, whatever. They want 3 parcels with invalid serial numbers. Oh boy. In that case, we're probably gonna need to do this. We might have to like start sorting out particular types of parcels. You know what? I'm just gonna like hold back on the on the rejected parcels for now. Because I'm gonna need a bunch of parcels with invalid serial numbers on them, so I need to like double check every invalid parcel that passes through here. Do you have an invalid serial number? Yes, you do. Perfect. Okay, we only need 3 invalid serial numbers, so that shouldn't be too hard to get. Let's see, do you have an invalid serial number? You do not, no. You have a valid serial number, yeah. This is why we need pause conveyor belts, because you can actually get in conveyor belts that can be paused. Very important, very relevant. Yeah, you're normal. I guess you're normal. You are also have a normal number. I hate it. Please give me a number. Please. Please. You also have a normal serial number. Fuck you. Get out of here. You have a normal one. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Well, we're like halfway through the day now. Well, not halfway through the day yet, but this seems to be going fine, this part. You have, let's see. Do you have an invalid serial number? No, you do not. I'm gonna have to start pulling parcels off soon, I think. Like the system is getting clogged up now. Okay, look, your train post. We're just gonna put you on there. And you are train post. Yeah, we're reaching our breaking points. Do you have a normal serial number? You do not, thank God. That's our second parcel. Your road post. They can hold a lot, huh? Like this. Yes, that's our third one. Thank God. Okay, you're gonna get shipped out later. All right, then we don't. Now we don't care anymore. Y'all can leave. Oh, I care. On the reject pile. Let's see. I gotta admit, the buffering goes a lot better like this now that we have bigger shelves. Who knows? Maybe even we'll even be able to like leave the system completely alone. Yeah, bigger shelves was apparently the secret. The secret to solving the buffering issue. Just more buffer. Who would have figured that buffering would go better if you have bigger buffers? Reject. And you are train. Man, a lot of train post again. People do love their trains, huh? You're road post, but you're a reject, so we don't actually care. Let's see. You're a boat post. But if I had like 4 of those really big pallets here, imagine how great that would be. What's going on over here? Let's see, train post, air post, train post, road post. Yeah, this is going pretty. Oh, okay, we're running into the limits now. So we still don't have enough capacity for this then. That's a damn shame. Oh, we are getting there though. We are getting there. We're getting there. Just a little bit more. Just need a little bit more capacity and we're getting there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on. I need to check on the other conveyor line as well in a second. Having my hands full just like keeping track of these over here. Let's see, we're probably gonna get one more shipment before the day is over. Let's see, you are road post, so you're going on the road post pallet. Over here, yeah, this one is also full. That's okay. Hey, all of this is extra money, chat. You know? Okay, that's the last shipment for the day. All things considered, could have been way worse. Ugh. Could have been way worse. Oh my god, we're gonna need a way bigger buffering system. Let's see, some more airmail. Let's just quickly go through these, so that we at least have these out of the way. Road post. Road post. Road post. Train posts. And every game gets better if you add trains to it, you know? Like, genuinely, prove me wrong. Tell me one game that got worse by adding trains to it. Even Team Fortress 2 gets better if you add trains to it. Like, just look at CP Well. That map is great. Because of the trains. Yeah, more train post? Yeah. Oh. Well, it's time to deliver the trains. Yeah, this game, if this game had a way to like automatically load or unload pallets, I think that would be a great addition to it. That's one of the few things I can think of where I'm like, yeah, that's a change you should make. Are you still not there? Come on. Okay, there we go. Money. God, the fucking multiplier is so... Like, the amount of packages and the multiplier are so good. We're getting so much money per shipment. But it's also way harder to actually fill a shipment, unfortunately. Yeah, like... Games Done Quick is already over again, huh? I have to admit, I didn't watch it much this time. I don't really know why, just like, I guess I had other things I wanted to watch and do. I've been streaming a lot this week. I don't know, I've like kind of turned into more of a VOD watcher when it comes to Games Done Quick. Like afterwards I'll go over the VODs and just like watch what I want to watch, you know? I think, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, a part of it is also the fact that, like, I like to have it on while I'm working in the background. But, like, that's like, it really depends on, like, the kind of work you're doing. If it's work where you don't like, where you, like, want to be distracted because you have, like, you know, like, it's work you don't really like doing, then it's nice to have on in the background as, like, kind of this chill diversion every now and then. But if it's work where you, like, don't want to be distracted or you're, like, doing other things... And it's a bit rougher to have it on in the background. Because it is very distracting to have it on in the background. It's like seconds monitor. It's like with all streams, you know, where like some activities, if you do them while you're like watching while you have a stream on, it's easier than other things. Like I can barely have a stream on in the background when I'm editing videos, for example, because a video is like a full audio-visual thing, so you want to have as little distractions as possible. Also because like sound and music and such will, of course, clash with like the video fragments. Let's see, you are a trucken. Lots of packages for implants today. You're a train package. Man, it's actually kind of cool to have like pallets here for every type of cargo, and be like do like this part manually, the sorting. But eventually we'll have this automated out of here as well. It's gonna happen. Wait a second, you're an already improved package. In fact, you're an approved package for maritime mail. A mark upon my face. Oh, you're a reject? It is very funny to call these packages reject, because a reject, of course, in Warhammer Darktide is like, you know, every player, all the 4 original player classes are all rejects. It's kind of crazy to me that they've like, this whole point of this game was like you're like a bunch of like trash getting sent into Tertium because they have nobody else. A bunch of like prisoners who get like a chance to kind of, well, not so much redeem themselves, but a chance to be of use to the Emperor, basically. Which is as close as to redemption that you're gonna get in Warhammer. But then the new class is like the cop, you know. And you can not just be the prisoner, you can also be the cop now. Their origins are kind of interesting for the cops, because you have like, because character creation for Warhammer has so many lore settings. You can kind of choose like what kind of role your Arbiter played in the conflict as it was like growing. Like if you were someone who's like already been noticing changes. Like based on the Arbiter like lore settings, this stuff, this attack on Tertium might have been like building up for a very long time. Like it might have been like building up for centuries. Because literally they've been like, targets have been like slipping, production has been going down for centuries, basically. It seems to be kind of the implication, sorta. So Nurgle like really played the long game with Tertium. It's because of like the insane time scale that everything happens on in Warhammer. Fucking 40,000 inspection sticker, what? Oh. You know, I feel like every now and then these sticker appliers don't malfunction and don't apply a sticker. But we're talking about like 1 parcel every, I don't know, 100, 200 parcels or so. So it's not actually at the level where I'm like, yeah, I cannot accept this. There we go. That's our final contract for the day dealt with. Oh, we're cleaning up nicely over here as well. The smart splitter is pretty cool. See, you are air post, so you're going on the air post pallet. You are, damn. Double air post. Man, I kind of wait until tomorrow when we actually get to ship the air post out. Wednesday, baby. And you're rejected. Wednesday, baby. Wednesday air day, baby. Automating the reject pile is probably one of my better decisions to do that first. Like to have all of the rejected parcels automatically be shipped away is like frees up so much time and space. Let's see, we'll go with road parcel. I think that we're ready now to do another upgrade. See, I could invest in more infrastructure with this money, or I could upgrade the weight scanner so that this one at least goes faster. But the problem with that is that only once we have upgraded all of these stations do we actually get like a decent speed increase, because like no matter what we do, they're gonna have to like wait for the next scanner. Only if there's like if this is rejected, it's out of here, it's away, so it's gonna save time with rejects. But if it gets approved and goes on to the next scanner, it will not get... you know what I mean, chat? We'll only get like a real benefit. So these upgrades, we can upgrade them all. It will cost us $30,000 in total. But only once we've upgraded all of them do we actually get the full benefit at all of them. Until then, there's always a risk of bottlenecking, and it's a significant risk. And then the whole speed up will be basically for nothing. Now we have even more packages to deal with as well. Let's see. Road post. And I keep thinking back to that game that we played yesterday before I went to Parcel Simulator. Ratatan. I kind of want to play it again. Yeah, the game was fun. Ratata, 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 ratata. Zutadata, zutadata. Gets you stuck in your head. Zutadata. I zutatataan when I should have ratataand. She zutataan on my... I'm not finishing that. Let's see. More road posts. Wow. We all want to take the roads. Someone call in the truck. We have a bunch of road posts here. The American truck. You go over there. Oh. Oh, we're full. Open your eyes. Oh my god, we're up to 10k now. You know what? If we actually make it up to 30k, I might actually consider... if we get up to 30k, I might actually consider... like, just upgrading all of those things so we have a faster throughput. But it might genuinely be cheaper to just buy a second set of parts to like build the whole filtering line again. Wait, we have incorrect parcels? Did I fuck up? I mean, I might have. Hang on, I'm gonna have to check my older tablet real fast. Oh no, that's still from the old one. That's the old one. That message. I'm good. I didn't make any mistakes in the delivery just now. Alright, it's time to add more parcels. More parcels to our ever-growing pile of air mill. Let's see. We'll just add you over here. I guess we'll just keep stacking them, I suppose. Open your eyes. I kind of like this artist. This is like the first time I've listened to them, chat. That's the nice thing about these playlists on Spotify. How you discover new artists through them. Come on, get in. Open your eyes. Are your eyes open yet, chat? Are they open yet? No? Good. Stay asleep. You don't want to see this shit. You see your eyelids. Oh man, that's so deep. That's so deep. Dude, even if I close my eyes, I can still see my own eyelids. Dude, that's so deep. Ugh, man, we're gonna have like a busy day tomorrow with all of this air mail that needs to... Can you stop doing that? Can you like log in? Can you log the fuck in for 5 seconds, Parcel? God, we have so much mail here just waiting to be shipped out. Train delivery. I wonder if we're ever gonna reach the point where like imagine we like keep playing this until we've reached maximum efficiency, you know, like the absolute maximum amount of parcels and the whole facility can like handle them. What would happen? Can you even reach that point where you need to do absolutely zero manual interference whatsoever? Because there's gonna be a randomness to which parcel, like how many... You're gonna have to store parcels for like 3 of the 4 traffic types. Because trains don't drive in the weekends, planes only leave twice per week, and boats only leave once per week. So that's gonna be a thing that you're gonna have to deal with sooner or later, no matter what. But like, because there's a certain randomness to which parcels you get, is it even possible to build like a perfect system? Are you not always gonna have to do some manual interference here and there? Those are the kind of things that keep me awake at night, chat. Maybe I'm playing this game trying to reach a goal that I will never be able to reach because of RNG. You just don't know. It's also like building a system for like... It's like, you know how you have like roads and like there's like traffic jams during rush hour? And you can build your road network to like be able to handle like rush hour. But then the rest of the time... The roads are going to be meaningless. So that's like kind of a thing that you have to consider. Do you really want to go that far for like what will probably be like 1 hour per day or something? Do you want to like build for peak efficiency knowing that the capacity will go unused for most of the time? Or do you just deal with it? Like the fact that during peak hours you're going to struggle. But in return you won't have like over capacity during the rest of the time. It's one of the more interesting things to consider. Man, the more I talk about infrastructure and highways and shit, the more I want to play City Skylines again. I miss that game. I miss City Skylines, and I hate the fact that City Skylines 2 is absolute garbage. I was looking forward to City Skylines 2 so much after everything that they showed. And then it comes out and it's hot garbage, man. Man, it's SimCity 5 all over again. Can't this industry do anything right? We had a good thing going, but no, you had to fuck it up. You just had to be the big man. You know, this approach with having 4 pallets that I use to pre-sort packages actually works really well. I just stand here putting like packages, putting parcels on pallets as my my processing system processes the parcels. Oh man, we still got a bunch to go though. We still got a whole bunch to go. Get to me. I think we're good here now. Yeah, okay. Let's go ship these out. We're up to 13k now. It is tempting to upgrade the processing line first so that the parcels get processed faster. That will probably save us a lot of time in the long run. But also I'm worried that if I do that, I'm then gonna be like unable to keep up with it. If we had like an automated parcel dumping system, maybe we should invest in that then. Like we're still struggling with hitting the buffering issues. I could buy even more. I could buy even more storage shells. I could upgrade that whole buffering system more. What I could do is, like, if I put you over, like, a little bit more like this. Well, you would have to, like, go over here, even. And I would have to relocate everything if I do this. I'm gonna have to, like, if I want to, like, build a buffering system here similar to the one over there, I'm gonna have to, like, rethink a few things. So I have to use the bathroom, chat. I'll be right back. Keep an eye on on the system for me.
Hello, chat.
Sorry about that it took so long. That took way longer than I was expecting. Thank you all for your patience, though. How did I get actual footage of myself eating on screen? Camera. So anyway, yeah, I apologize for taking so long. That one got away from me. And that's all the details I'm gonna give on that. Okay, so, well, first of all, we continue to have issues with the buffering of the incoming packages, so we need to probably expand our buffering system. But also we're reaching the point where things are getting in the way of new things. I'm considering if I should not just finish upgrading the warehouse so that I know what space I'm working with. And then just building like everything from scratch, basically. Like building a big buffering system and everything. Like say that we pump all of the say that we bring... How did I say pump? Say that we bring all of the packages in. Like we just have like a big, long row of storage units here. And we just bring all of the parcels in. And if I do that, what I fear might happen is that because... See, this is the problem. I can get 2 more delivery speed upgrades and 1 more delivery size upgrade. And with these 2 combined, the amount of parcels coming in per entry point is going to be massive. And I'm a little bit worried that if I try to combine all of the inputs, that it's going to be too much for a conveyor belt to handle. So I kind of want to build the system up front in a way where it can handle buffering separate per input. But that's also complicated to do. And I might have to just... You know what? For now, let's just finish sorting out the parcels. Because I just noticed we're actually not done yet with that. So let's do that first. Let's finish sorting these. You are... air... This is air mill? Yep. Let's see. It's your road mill. And you are train mail. Yeah. God, it's so fucking warm again in this room. Hang on, I'm gonna open up my window a little bit more to let a bit more fresh air. It's already open. It can be more open. Yeah? Oh yeah, that's way better. I'm so excited for autumn this year. I'm so excited for it. Because it's not gonna be as warm as it is right now, hopefully. And also because of Halloween. I might be severely Halloween built. Like it's just all I look forward to now, the Halloween month, because I get to play. I always liked Halloween, but it's like now Halloween is like the perfect time to play spooky games on stream, you know. So I look forward to Halloween way more now than I used to in the past. I really need to play the Team Fortress 2 Halloween stuff again. It's been a while since I played like you have like the horseless headless horseman. They have like the spooky one with Zebediah's ghost or Zechariah, whatever his fucking name was. I don't know, and I don't remember the fucking Team Fortress 2 lore. All I know is that after 7 years they've released the final comic. By the way, have you already read the final comic, chat? Did you know that the Team Fortress 2 comic finally wrapped up? After 7 years, they just released a new comic, and it just said, yeah, the 7 years have passed since the last comic. They just wrapped things up, basically, with a big bow. It was kind of a nice ending. But it does feel like the whole thing kind of got maybe cut short a little bit. I guess that they just wanted to get it out of the way, you know? Valve operates in such a weird way, man. Like, they have a flat management structure... But because of that, getting anything done at Valve is apparently kind of a nightmare, because you need to get people on board, which is fair enough. But like that's why, for example, the Portal project was like a small team. Then everyone wanted to help Portal 2. That's why Portal 2 became so big and so polished and everything. And they haven't been able to get anything off the ground really since, because that's also why they haven't made Half-Life 3 yet, because it's super And why all of their new games always have some kind of new technical feature. At its core, Half-Life is designed as a game to push new technology. To try out and experiment with new technologies. That's why every Half-Life game tries to push the genre forward in some kind of major way. But they all have like some kind of thing to them, basically. And I think that's also why Half-Life 3 just didn't happen. Like, we care about the story and the characters and everything in Half-Life, but those, to be honest, were always kind of afterthoughts. Like, the game was not intended to be like a narrative... The game was not originally conceived as a narrative game. It just kind of became that way because of the writing. But it was, first and foremost, those games were designed to be technological showcases. You know? And they are, to be fair. Thank you for the follow, LVStack2174. Let's see. And welcome. We're playing. Well, you're here, so you can tell we're playing Parcel Simulator today. A game about. Do you play management games too? Yeah. I've played like I play a lot of. Well, I play a bunch of different games, but I like these kind of games. I have like a series of where I play Schedule 1 with 2 friends, which has been on hold for a little bit because one of them is moving. And I play a lot of Fast Food Simulator with friends. But I play a lot of different games. I always get back to these kind of games where either you manage something or you like automate something. I always return to those because that's one of my favorite genres of video game. This game is like perfect. It's like both a management game and an automation game. They combine my 2 favorite flavors of ice cream, and it actually works. It's like the most surprising part. Let's see. You're more boat mill, right? Let's quickly ship the boat mill out. While we're at it. But anyway, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good Sunday today. Kind of sad that the weekend is already almost over, but hey, there will be another weekend. You know, the weekend has to end for the next weekend to start. Very deep, huh? Get in there. I'm getting sick of this music. Enough. We're gonna listen to electro swing. I was just looking for someone to accompany in the morning, and I find you. Hell yeah. Have a good morning. Alright, let's see. We have more oatmeal here. I'm hopelessly addicted to this game right now. I've been playing the shit out of it. Like, I have a friend got me into this. So I blame her for it. But I need to stop saying that. The bit is over. It has stopped being funny. The truth is, I really gel with this game. It's just fun to play, you know. It's fun to do like little menial tasks, and it's also fun to automate them away. That's like, I guess it's like, you know how in Satisfactory you start by having to do a lot of manual tasks, but the manual tasks are not really that fun, and you can kind of not wait to like get rid of them. But there's also something like about the grind of them that's just fun to do. Yeah, it looks good. I also like to play that kind of game, and I can definitely recommend checking this one out. It's because you have like I said, you have like the small menial tasks, like something simple like stacking boxes on top of each other, or more complicated like having to like actually, because you have to check the parcels on a bunch of like factors, but you can automate all of those checking steps away with machines. The thing is that like the game ramps up the number of checks you have to make. But like by the time you get like a new check, you can probably have like the tools and the money needed to automate one of the old checks away. So as you get like as you unlock new ways, as you get to new things you have to check on parcels, you no longer have to check the old ones if you automate them properly. And eventually, like, I get what I have here. This system fully takes all of the checks away, so I don't have to do any more manual checking of parcels. Except when I want to like finish specific contracts, which is like a whole different kind of story. But I really like that about this game. It's a very clever way to prevent like overloading you with tasks to complete. But also, I'm like so used to horror games that do this kind of thing, where you have to like do your manual day job, where you have to check things, and at the same time weird thing like crazy spooky things start happening. That I genuinely in my first 2 days or so of playing this, I kept expecting the spooky to happen. I got like kind of paranoid. I thought a few times I saw something and stuff. But this is not that kind of game. This is not a horror game, so the spooky never came, of course. But it didn't stop me from like scaring myself almost. It's just you know, it's just when you play too many horror games, that kind of you start to kind of expect that kind of shit. That's another reason why I'm looking forward to October. More spooky games. Spoopy. Let's get spooky. Get over here, you package. We're almost done now, I think. Yeah, your boat mail. We have no more packages laying around, right? No, we don't. Okay, perfect. And you are more train mail. I'm just gonna throw that in there. I think I'm gonna ship off the remaining boat mail, because this will actually become unavailable to us later. Because they like to lock the limit when you can ship what out. There's no day where all of the cargo types are available. 22Ks to play around with. That's beautiful. Okay, so we need to come up with a plan what we're gonna do next. Oh, it's train mail, thank God. There's a few things that we can do. Our biggest issue, we have like 2 big issues that we need to solve. The first one is that every morning we get packages in faster than we can like process and store them. So we can upgrade our buffering systems, which will require some big changes to the layout over here, unfortunately. So it's doable, but I'm gonna have to like, for example, I'm gonna have to move my table. I no longer need the table anyway, so I'm probably just gonna like put it over here or something. I'll just put it over here. I kind of wish you could like move a large amount of things at the same time. Yeah, we're gonna have to like just rebuild this whole thing basically. There only was a easy way to like... Oh, that makes storing these way easier. So what kind of games do you play, Elvis Stack? If you like these kind of games as well. Let's see. Oh, this is gonna clash. Alright. Let me think for a second how I'm gonna wanna approach this. Maybe, just maybe, you're gonna be the one who saves me. Veteran and city manager is pretty good. Lobotomy Corp, manager but dark. Yeah, I've heard of Lobotomy Corp. That one is on my to-do list. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And to be honest, the priority of actually playing it has gone down very much after all of the bullshit surrounding that company. I need a good place to put the sorting system. All of this shit just feels like a huge waste of belts is the problem. Let's see, I can like buy a great number of curves. to like build kind of like the opposite system here, where we just repeatedly merge belts together, you know? Like you would like have a curve here, and then curve here, and curve here, and it would go all the way over here, until you end up over here, and then you would have a buffering system over here, maybe. The question is, do we even want to buffer our outbound packages like parcels like this? It might be a little bit of overkill. But it would make it easier on us to like find parcels that we need to complete contracts. Play Minecraft and Tinker Industrial Craft, a lot of things of management. Minecraft is like a mainstay on this channel. It always comes back sooner or later. I have currently an active Minecraft server, but I think nobody's actually playing on it right now. It's kind of died down. It was a cool mod pack though, but a very simple mod pack. Next one is probably going to be a bit more complex again. I could also do the buffering over here. I do have plenty of room here for buffer. Maybe that's the way to go. And then, as long as we leave 2 room, yeah, we could do something like this, and we could... What we could do is we could loop the packages the other way, where like, if a package gets sorted out, it gets like sent over here, and then it gets like looped in, looped in, looped in, looped in, until it gets back here, and then it like gets sent into like a buffer space or something. Yeah, mod packs is about 94 mods, very complex and complete. Sounds cool. Let's see. That's something we could do, but again, do we even want to buffer the outbound packages? Because we just ship them out immediately. And like I've noticed that especially with the contracts, if I need particular parcels, I can just grab them off the belts as they're coming by me. And we probably don't really need the contracts anymore in the future, because we're already making like a ton of money. The contracts are becoming a smaller and smaller portion of our money. So we probably don't even need them anymore in the future. So if we go by that logic, then maybe it's enough to just move everything forward a little bit. Yeah, I think that I'm gonna move the whole sorting system forward a little bit. Like say something like this maybe? 3 spaces forward would give us a lot more space to work with over here. Or even maybe even more maybe. Well, we don't want to make it much more because we need room over here for everything. Yeah, it's the other, one of the big things I'm missing is the ability to like move a large amount of components at once. What am I even doing here? Probably fine if I do it like this or something. Sometimes starting with a simple one-way system, see if it works, and then replicating if it works. Something like that maybe, yeah. But I can try do more with mergers. So like if that's not a merger. Is it? No, that's not a merger. Well, I can like, for example, do something like this. I'm gonna need more turns, but I would be able to just merge everything together, and like it would greatly reduce the amount of space all of these belts take up and free up space elsewhere, you know? Something like this. And then we have another merger over here. Okay, first of all, let me package these up because these are getting really in the way. I really appreciate that you can repackage conveyors like this. I'm not sure if that's like that's like a recent update or something. I actually forgot to like check if that's something that got added later. But I really appreciate it. It makes it so much easier to manage these things if you just want to like get rid of a large amount of them. We're gonna need way more corners, probably. I think I have a bunch of corners. Still somewhere around here. Yeah, I have 3 of them. I might need to order more. These are straight pieces, yeah. We're just gonna bring everything along. I need to like know what I'm working with here. So now this would merge together like this. Good lord. I'm gonna need so many more corners to make this work. I would also have to check if this is even like a thing that we want to do, because it would kind of destroy like the thing we had going on here, you know, like it would destroy any ability of this system to buffer, which right now is not really an issue because it all scans so slowly, but in the future that's going to be kind of a shame. Let's just continue down this path for now. Let's see where we get with this. I need like I get a better idea of what this is actually gonna look like. And not you. So now this is our sorting system. Needs a bunch more corners, which I don't think we have anymore. Wait, no, actually. You need to be here first. Yeah, okay. So your approved packages and your rejected packages. And we need another merger once again. I feel like I just need more and more mergers the more I'm like messing around with this. Oh boy. Oh, this doesn't have to be a bad thing though. Like we can just like... The nice thing about this approach is that at least now we can like... Wait a second. Oh, you are the merge I was missing. Yeah, this is the start of the point. So, approved packages go through here. So this is a line of approved packages. These are unsorted packages. This would also free me up to make a better buffering system over here. Okay, hang on. Let's start buying some shit. First of all, we're gonna need more of those. Where the hell is the smart splitter? There you are. We're gonna need more smart splitters. Let's order like, I don't know, like 5 or something of them. Now we would be able to set up 3 shelves for each of the inputs. Then we're gonna order more of these. We need, uh-oh. Damn it! I didn't mean to do that yet. Shit. The problem is you need to like pay shipping costs every time you place an order, so I just wasted 25 dollars. No, I wasted my money. Hey, whatever. I can live without it. Let's get some more unloader conveyors as well. I don't know. Sorry, Chad, I need to be right back. Hello. Sorry about having to step away again. My expert opinion on the tzatziki was required. We're eating gyros tonight. And my roommate prepared some tzatziki, but he asked for my input on it. And we had to make some... I had to like shred a cucumber because he couldn't find where I put it. For one thing came another, you know how it goes. Man, I fucking love tzatziki though. Sure. Oh. So I'll put you over here then. I honestly feel like we probably don't need to really buffer the rejects too much, at least not for now. As tempting as it is to add like a little... Well, this is our buffer over here, basically. So I don't think that we need more than that right now. But the question remains, what are we gonna do with the... Actually, let me do this real quick. What are we gonna do with the approved parcels? And what are we gonna do with the buffering of the incoming parcels? So say that these are our inputs. This is where the parcels are going to be input from. So we buffer them per input point, and then they go over here. This is where they get fed into the sorting system. The sorting system sorts them and spits them out over here. Now we can make like a buffer over here to hold approved parcels, and rejected parcels just go straight up down the drain here immediately. We don't want them. We just ship them away. Let's get rid of them. And that means that we will have room over here for some buffering. Also, I actually placed an order by accident. I think it was for the shelves. So I have something here that oh no, this is for the smart splitters. Oh, that's actually really nice. That means that we can now start putting those down. So one of the things that I was thinking of doing was I'm gonna put you over here and you over here. And then right off the bat, we'll have a smart... This is not super efficient, but I just want this system to be working for now. Yeah, upgrade you as well. And then we do something similar here. So this is going to be the rough shape of the buffers. And the nice thing about this is that we can just replace these shells with bigger and bigger shells depending on what we need. And then we have an incoming source, an incoming stream of parcels over here. So we're going to turn this one around. And these are going to merge together. Kind of a shame of the space we waste over here, but I don't really see a better way to do that without like... Yeah, I think we're just going to have to accept the fact that we're going to have like a dead corner over here. We have one fast conveyor belt over here. Well, wait, two of them. We'll find uses for them. We need even more turns though and more mergers. then we do the same thing over here. We put another smart splitter over there. Put you over here. Upgrade you immediately. And another smart splitter over here. It's kind of fun that you can just jam them through these things, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't particularly care about this. It looks ugly, but we're not gonna be looking at this anyway. So whatever, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I keep telling my obsession with this kind of to get everything looking perfectly, to keep thinking like, don't care about it. Don't think about it. Don't even think about it. Don't think about it. Don't care. It's not important. It's not important. It's a secondary consideration for efficiency. And we're gonna need to make more room over here. So do you like this then? And like this? Yes, that's the first one. And this is gonna become the second one. Then we're gonna need another merger over here to merge these two together properly. And then, hi Chris. Sorry, I'm like a little bit in my own head right now to like figure out how to do all of this. Yeah, we need a merger. We need some more straights over here to connect all of this together. We're gonna need a bunch more straight conveyor belts too. And I guess we can take you away. No, actually, one of the most important things we need is like we need more space for all of them. How's your Saturday going, Chris? Hope you're having a good day. We should be able to just like do this. Oh no, I forgot. You can't do it like that. Do it like this. It's Sunday, yeah. Could have been worse. Could have been better too. At least there's D&D tonight. That's always a highlight of the day, the week. What is the second smart splitter for in the shelf loading part of the contraption? It's for future expansion. Like right now, see the problem is that right now it does not really serve a purpose. But I'm gonna build more behind here. Like there's gonna be another corner piece here, another loader. I wanna like add at least 3 shelves to all of these because I'm currently dealing with like huge buffering issues, and I think that having 3 big shelves would probably for now solve the buffering issues. But I'm gonna have to buy more shelves first. The problem is I didn't mean to, but I accidentally purchased the smart splitters already. It's not efficient, but it's whatever. So I need to make a bunch more purchases here, including more mergers and more shelves. But I also need to think about what I'm gonna do with like I could just merge. I could just do the same thing here, where I like kind of merge all of the accepted parcels together for now. I built a similar buffering system, but I would have to order even more smart mergers if I do that, is the problem. I could do it though. The thing with the smart mergers is that we definitely, thanks to Clever's curious about it. Yeah, no problem. Also welcome, Coffee Cafe. See, I don't care about buffering the unsorted parcels because I never need to actually look at them. I'm like whatever. But the sorted parcels, it's important that I can actually see what's happening with them because I still need to manually sort them. So that's kind of a big issue that I'm currently trying to find a solution for. So I could make a similar buffering system here, but I would need to leave more room between the shelves. Or I just accept the fact that it's whatever. Maybe I'm just gonna like do it like this for now. Is one of those boxes my package? The tracking says it's been scanned in. Probably. Proto, I'm making the system more efficient. Your package will get delivered soon, I promise. Even though I have no idea where it is. See, if I do it like this, I'm gonna have to buy even more of the smart splitters, though. And more unloaders and loaders, and they're already expensive enough as they are. How many more unloaders do we need? 3 unloaders, 3 loaders. Three loaders, 3 unloaders. And if we want to add a similar sorting system for this, we would need another smart splitter. Where the hell's the smart splitter? And we're gonna need way more corners and straight pieces as well, so I'm gonna have to make this shipment. Okay, let's see. Joiner, corner, straight connector. Before we spend any more money on like buffering the accepted outputs, we need to first make sure that this whole system can connect. So what I might just do is okay, let's just use these, even though they're like upgraded and we don't really need them right now. I'm just gonna use them. Just to get them out of the way, you know. Let's see. So we're getting a merger and a merger here. After the order. I have no more spare mergers is the problem. And we're gonna grab you. And we're gonna install you over here. Even though it's not really any kind of... This is not useful having an upgraded conveyor here, but I just want... right now I just want to get like... minimize the amount of conveyors I need to buy, so I have more budget to work with. So, yeah, we might just have to do this the way that we did it before. Or just like keeping this way for now. So then, how many corners do we need? And how many pieces of everything? We need, let me see. Oh, you're a straight piece. We're gonna need 2 more mergers. 4 more mergers. Three more mergers. We're gonna need 3 more mergers. We're gonna need, let's see, at least 2 more corners for this one. Because we're gonna need to do like a little jiggly wiggly here. Yeah, 2 more corners. We're gonna need 2 more corners over here as well. I think that's everything we need in terms of more... Oh no, we need... Let's see. 2 more corners for those, for the capstones over there. So that's number 5 and number 6. That's the number of corners that we need. Then in straight pieces, we're gonna need... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6... 6 straight pieces, I think. I'm gonna buy a few extra of these basic pieces. You can only order 30 items per day? Are you serious? Oh, fucking hell. So we're limited by how much we can order per day. I didn't know that. Hang on, let me make sure that like 3 more joiners is the right amount. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that should be the correct amount. I think that with this shipment we'll be able to finish this system. That's a big investment, Chad. That's a very big investment that we just made, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it, I promise. Straight piece. Corner piece. This is like building with Legos. Straight piece. Merger. Another, this is another straight piece. Our corner, we're gonna put this one over here to capstone this one. And then you are a big shelf. Oh yeah, it's all coming together now. I'll do the same thing over here, where we get another big shelf in front of that. See, this is an inserter. You go over here. Another corner piece. Another big shelf. You go over here. Another big shelf. This one goes all the way in the back. There, perfect. And the last one is another corner piece. Alright, this it's starting to take shape now. Let's see if we can, if we could get all of them on here, that would be very nice. I don't think we can though. This pallet is unfortunately not very big. Can only take, yeah, only can take 12 items. I think we'll get quite far with this. Oh! Chat, I may be stupid. I have so many more pieces over here. Oops. Etoblet. Ah well, you know what? We're gonna need these pieces eventually. So whatever. The most important thing is we have the pieces that we need. Like the functional pieces that we need. Those we don't have extras of. The straight and the corner pieces we don't need many more of right now, but they'll be useful. They'll always be useful in the future is the thing. Always need more of those in the future. I actually forgot how many straight pieces I got rid of to build this whole system here. Yeah, I cannot fit any more of those on there, or of these. Get another inserter going as well over here. And then we need another merger somewhere. Right here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so yeah, this looks like an excellent buffering system here. This is a lot of buffering capacity. I think that... Do we have everything in place here now? I think we do, yeah. So let's take this with us over there. Because we need to still finish this part. Let's see. Straight piece, yep. Our straight piece, yep. Only corner pieces, huh? Well, there will probably be like another straight piece. We have plenty of straight pieces. We probably have a bunch of them still in the truck even. So you go over there and you go over there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now we just need one more straight piece and we're pretty much good for the day. Yeah, I guess I'll just put these back on the shelves then. That's my bad. Should have been more careful. The thing is, I'm gonna have to empty these I'm gonna have to empty these pallets out because I need them tomorrow to sort parcels. Yo, oh my god, how many more fucking shelves did I buy? Jesus. Schlendrian, Schlendrian. If I bought like... Yes, okay, I can replace all of the shelves with that's good, that's really good. Okay, hang on. So what we'll do is I'll put these shelves over here. These are gonna be like overflow shelves, and I'll put like, if I have overflow in parcels, I'll just put them in here. And I'll do the same thing over here. In fact, I already have an overflow shelf there. So you go over here. You go over here then. Alright. Yeah. Like this. For now. Die Nacht ist nicht allein zum Schlafen da. Die Nacht ist nicht nur da. Ist nicht nur... I already forgot the lyrics, never mind. Alright, how did we do it again? This one is boat post. This one is road post. Road mill, I mean. Boat mill, road mill, air mill. Which we're gonna have to ship out a whole bunch of air mill tomorrow. And then the last one over here. Well, first of all, let's go sort all of our components here real quick. And this one was train mill. The yellow one. That's how we did it. Let's see, a little bit more like this. Yes, perfect. If you like this kind of stuff, chat, if you like stacking parcels perfectly, then this is the game for you. It's crazy. Also funny that you have to do this with these boxes, because these boxes will not nicely go into these shelves. They'll go into the pallets. They'll like click in place like any box will. Like parcels will, but they will not click in place on the shelves like parcels will, because the shelves are not really intended for conveyor parts. Oh my god, I have even more here? You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna grab all of our level 2 parts and we're gonna put them all over here. I know I had another one here somewhere. Oh yeah, there. We'll just keep the level 2 conveyor belt separately for now then. And you too, over here. Yes, okay. Alright, this should be... This should... It should work. Whether it is gonna work is a different question, of course, but... Like, especially over here, because... This is the part I'm not so sure about. Especially because over here, this one is gonna have very little buffering room. Like, well, we have a lot of buffering room, but like the parcels will roll onto the belt here. And, it'll be fine, probably. Look, let's just try it out, okay? Let's see if I can get any upgrades. Last second. Parcel type, maybe. 5,000 for hard shell containers. I think hard shell containers might be a good one to go for next, because it would significantly increase the amount of money we make. Yeah, I think that we're good. Did we do everything? Yeah, we did everything. Alright, we're good to go to the next day. Don't have enough money to really perform any more major upgrades anyway. Damn, 2 incorrect approvals. That sucks. Sorry for the yawn. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like, oh, first of all, I'm gonna check my contracts. Because if I can... Oh, another bill, damn it. I'll check my contracts, let's see. 5 air cargo parcels? Oh, hell yeah. I have air for parcels for day. So let's quickly handle the contracts. We should probably be able to do that without too much hassle. Let's see. 3 serial number invalid parcels, I can find those. You want 4 valid road parcels. Okay, let's just do the air parcels first then. The invalid parcel is going to be the tricky one, because we're going to have to pull parcels off, essentially. So I'm going to quickly do this. Like, that's kind of the annoying part of having everything automated. The fact that you... Like, if you want to complete these contracts, you need to have, like... You basically need to interfere with the automated system. There's no longer any manual step on it. That's why I've been considering... Wait, 5 parcel air cargo type? Don't care what it is, okay, good. That's why I'm considering buffering parcels and doing like the actual shipping out manually, but I'm just so sick of shipping parcels out manually. Okay, 3 invalid parcels and 4 road cargo parcels. Yeah, we can do that, alright. Let's get started for the day. Right off the bat, we have you. You are an invalid parcel. We like that. We need, let's see, 3 invalid serial numbers. Do you have an invalid serial number? You do not. So you go on the thing. Do you have an invalid serial number? You don't. Go on there. You do not have an invalid serial number, no. Let's check you over here. Do you have an invalid serial number? Yes. Yeah, this is, honestly, I have a good feeling about this. I don't think that's going to be too hard to do the contract, even if everything is automated. Let's see, the other one wants 4 valid road cargo types. Like this one, for example. But that one is also super easy, because we literally have to, like, ship everything ourselves. Oh. You're valid. You're a air parcel. You're a valid air parcel, so I'm just gonna add you to the pile over here. In fact, I'm just gonna ship you away. And you are invalid. Is this song singing Make the Swing great again? Am I hearing that right? What the fuck? Why would you put that in a song? That's just no. 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 Better. I forgot a corner piece. Oops. Etoble. Wait, what are we looking for again? More invalid numbers, right? Well, you're valid, so we don't want you. Fuck it. We're just gonna do this and then... You're a valid number. You're an invalid number. Okay, we only need 3 of those, I think. Yeah, 3 parcels and 4 valid road parcels. So far, the buffering system seems to be doing fairly well. That's another valid road parcel. Yeah, that's the 3rd valid road parcel. We need 1 more. Yeah, there we go. 4th valid road parcel. Alright, we got both of our contracts now. Let's do the valid road parcels first. So here's something I'm curious about. If I insert the whole pallet, does it accept that? Oh, it accepts it. So what happened to the parcel? What happened to the pallet? The pallet is still here. Oh my god, that's amazing. That's gonna make this so much easier. Because then we can just do this. Just put it, throw it in there. Ship it. And we just keep... Call me the optimization master. Oh shit, speaking of optimization, this is starting to get a little bit clogged up here. You're an air parcel, so you're gonna go right in there. Oh shit. Actually, this is probably as good a time as any to start doing this. You're also air shipment. Yes, we do like that. Seems like this one is a real bottleneck over here. That one has such a long conveyor belt that they don't get clogged up as much. This one seems to be doing fairly well with passing through. This one is like the big issue. This one is starting to like really get loaded up now. Let's see. We'll just grab a few of these pre-sorted ones. More boat post. What is this music? It's kind of fun. The song about sugar. Don't you love sugar, chat? Man, sugar is like the ultimate, like, hi Rainami. Good afternoon. Hang on, let me give you a shout out real quick. Y'all should go follow Rainami. She plays a lot of horror games. She's your Resident Evil raccoon. Your raccoonident evil, if you will. I'm sorry, chat. I should not have said that. How are you doing today, Ray? I hope you're having a good weekend. I've been playing this game for like most of the week. Help me, Ray. I might be addicted. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We actually are in trouble now. I need to start pulling things off the shelves. Hang on, let me grab some of these parcels real quick. Oh boy. Too many parcels. Oh boy. Tired napping all afternoon. This game must be addictive. Yeah, it's super addictive. Like, the problem is it kind of combines two of my favorite genres, which is like management game with, like, you know, like little things that you have to check and little menial tasks that you have to carry out, and it combines that with a automation game, which I am like, I'm super automation pilled, man. Like, put conveyor belts in your game and I'll play it. I played Foundry. That's how automation pilled I am. I'm actually considering picking up Slime Farmer 2 now that they've added the automation back into that. Hey, I'm a diabetic. Oh. Why did you say it like that? This works great. Holy shit. We did it. With only minimal interference from me, we did it. We buffered all of them. That's amazing. Holy shit. This might actually be working, this system. See, that's the kind of thing that I like. When you like design and build a big, complicated automation system, and it actually works, that's like amazing. It could just as well not have worked, by the way. Happens often enough that it doesn't work. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna like start shipping out. We need to get rid of all of this airmail. This has been stacking up for like half a week now. Half an in-game week. I want to get rid of it. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of room. It's a lot of trouble. It's a lot of pain. Just get rid of it. I need to like build up. Really need to build proper systems for the proper buffering systems that can like properly buffer air. We need to buffer airmail, maritime mail, and train mail. Those three have specific days on which they're available. Road mail can just be shipped out any day, so we don't care about road mail. Also, I see you played Dolmare, Ray? I felt like I didn't play it myself, but I watched a friend play that one. That one is interesting. What did you think of it? I'm sorry I missed that stream. I'm gonna have to check out the VOD later. No, no, no! That's the wrong type! No! Fuck! There was a train tick. Ah, jeez. Yeah, that was a train mail. Oh, I saw that too late. I saw it as it was sliding out of my grip. Oh. It's okay, it's only a tiny fine. It's just my pride, you know? My pride! Kakarot, my pride! Vegeta, all you did was ship train mail into the air mail slot. But you can just get it, Kakarot, my pride! Oh, Chet, you just set up your info area? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I keep forgetting you do that, yeah. Actually, let me check then when that stream is gonna be. You already posted your schedule, right? Yeah, you did. Oh, that's later tonight? That's in half an hour! Oh, hell yeah. I might be eating... Actually, my dinner is gonna... I'm gonna have dinner soon. Oh, I'm gonna tune in for that one, Ray. I might be a little bit late because of dinner, though. I watched a friend play that one, yeah. Actually, coming to think of it, that game is kind of like... It has that thing going on where... You know what? No, I'm not gonna say anything. You'll see what I mean when I like... When you play it. It's not like it is a spoiler what I'm about to tell you, but I imagine you want to go in as blind as possible, so I'm not going to say anything about it. Wanted to see what pop in and say hi. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of y'all, chat. I always appreciate that people are like willing to hang out with me as I slowly, as I talk about like brains existing outside of the material plane and shit. Like, I really appreciate it. It makes like I enjoy these kind of games with having like people to talk with and like rant at and stuff. It makes the experience so much more fun. Also for me. And I hope y'all are also having a good time here. But yeah, so what I'm doing here, right? This is like later in the game, like the early game. What you do is, yeah, let me give you an example of what you do early on in the game. Like take this parcel for example. Like you can see it has like a flag on it, like right, implant, land, country implant flag. That's all. You get to check. Is that the correct country? Is that the correct flag? Yep. It says it's a weight class D, so we weigh it. 15 kilograms. We check the weight class. D is 0 to 20 kilograms, so that's also correct. Then we have a serial number on it, so we go to our table. We put it down, we grab our little thing here, we punch in the serial number. 373952. Correct. And finally we check the sticker. The stamp on it. And we see the stamp is correct. Okay, so everything about this parcel seems to be correct. Then we approve it. We print the approval sticker, we slap it on, and now it's good to go. Now it can be shipped out by throwing it into the correct chute, basically. That's what the early game looks like doing all of these manual inspections. And the idea is that the money that you earn doing everything manual, you start to slowly invest that into more and more automation. And you don't need to right away build a crazy system like this, because you can't. You don't have the money for it. You start with for example, by automating away the weighing with like this thing over here. That you have a machine that weighs the packages for you and nothing else. And then you add like a machine that scans the serial numbers for you. And a machine that checks the countries, etc, etc. And eventually you reach the point where you have automated everything. All of those checks, you've automated them away, and all you do is like running around moving parcels back and forth. And at some point, even that stuff you will be able to automate away. Like I'm now at the point where I have all I have to do now is put Pepe Gamer 27, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. But yeah, so that's what I mean with like the early game is like the papers please kind of stuff where you have to check stuff or like if it's like correct and everything. And it's like a lot of horror games do that kind of thing too, where you like do the kind of manual checks and stuff. As like like having like a basic gameplay loop of stuff that you're trying to like do as the spooky starts to happen. Very detailed oriented, yeah. The thing is that because like so many horror games do this kind of thing, I keep expecting spooky shit to happen. Like I keep expecting to look behind me and a monster to like quickly look away or something. But this is not that kind of game. I'm just so conditioned to expect it at this point. But yeah. The thing is that you can make this game as automated as you want. You don't have to automate stuff. And it's also very chill because at the start of every day, it's 9 AM, and as soon as you push a button, the timer will start running from 9 AM to 5 PM, and during that time you'll get regular shipments of packages. That's the only time you're under time pressure, because you want to get the packages out as fast as possible so you get ready for the next shipment. As soon as the clock hits 5 PM, time stops again, and you can spend as much time as you want sorting through the parcels. So it's like this tiny burst of hectic of getting all of the parcels into the warehouse as soon as possible, and then you're back to like chilling. It has a really good rhythm to it that way. I really like it. Turn around, it's chat. Yeah, that would actually like if scary stuff can jump out of the box. Yeah, like having a horror game with this would be cool. I think that a parcel company, like a parcel warehouse, would be a cool setting for a horror game. Yeah. It's a spooky bit. It's perpetual between 9 AM and 5 PM with no time for recreation. Yeah, you do work on Sundays and you live in a container. This also like I keep like talking to like I've been like both Q and Ricotez have been playing this game as well. They're the ones who got me into this game actually, and we all think that this game should have multiplayer. This game would be so much fun with multiplayer. Like you could split up the tasks and stuff. I would love it if that was possible. Let's check this one. You're a road delivery, right? Yeah. Yeah, you're more road delivery. Work is scary, yeah. Work terrifies me. Especially with the kind of shit I'm currently going through with my work. It's nice to play work but in a video game because it's like limited scope, you get immediate feedback on what you're doing correctly or not, you make immediate instant money and stuff. You set your own pace. If anyone ever asks you like why do you hate work but you enjoy doing work in a video game? Well, because of that reason. If I were to work like this in real life, I would get fired. Alright, let's see. So this part is my next job to automate away is what I'm doing now. To do this kind of manual shit where I manually have to like sort the parcels based on like which cargo they are. That's the next step to automate away. I'm probably going to use the money I make today because like I've reached a pivot point now where I'm like starting to make crazy amounts of money. So I'm going to invest that money into doing that. Once I've automated that away, it becomes a matter of efficiency, like optimizing, like scaling up, making everything go faster and faster and stuff. And it was a long road to get here. But yeah, it's just cool. This game is a good way of like slowly building that stuff up. It's kind of amazing how it slowly transforms from a Papers, Please like into a factory like, or whatever, however you want to call them. Let's see. You are airmail. You go in there. Let's see. It's 8:30, 6:30. I think I'm gonna have to wrap up soon. Yeah, you know what, chat? I think I'm gonna wrap up. I'll be back tomorrow, probably with Dark Souls. It kind of depends on how I like. If tomorrow I feel like I'm gonna publish my schedule later today. The thing about Dark Souls is I'm gonna have to go through the last VOD and count my deaths because I forgot to update the death counter. But I really want to pick that back up again. I don't want to let that sit because I have a bunch of games I need to finish, and I kind of want to I want to make progress with Dark Souls, and I want to see if I can wrap up Aladdin next week. So expect Dark Souls and more Aladdin next week. Expect also more of this probably because I'm addicted to this and I don't want to play it off stream because I've been doing everything on stream. So we're gonna play more of this as well. And yeah, I thank you all for watching as always. I'm gonna send you all off to let's take a look. Who is live right now? Got a bunch of people to pick from. You know what? Otter is live. He's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna send you all over to him. Go say hi to him for me. Alright, y'all. See you all again tomorrow, hopefully, for whatever I'm deciding to play then. And as always, yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I love these weekend streams. Yeah, I'm tuning out now. I'm gonna eat dinner. We're gonna eat. Shit, I'm having that thing where my brain is already shutting down. So I'm just gonna wrap up the stream. Wait, rate message. I almost forgot the rate message. Here you go. That's what happens, chat, when your brain shuts down. You forget your raid message. If you have my emotes, this is your raid message. If you don't have my emotes, then this is my raid message. Alright. Have fun, everyone. Have a nice rest of your weekend and a great start of your next week. Bye-bye.